As a group, the Heat was 27th overall in three-point percentage last season, and now they are without the top three shooters from behind the arc, all out of the mix. Here's NBA.com's John Schumann with more on the Heat cornering the three-point market.
39% of the Miami Heat's three-point attempts last season came from the corners, the highest rate in the league by a wide margin. That in itself is good math. The league shoots about 4 percentage points better from the corners than on threes from around the arc. But even though no other team took even a third of its threes from the corners, the Heat still ranked just 12th in corner threes, because only 3 teams took a lower percentage of their total shots from three-point range. The Heat were the league's most improved offensive team after the All-Star break because they scored more in the paint. They actually took fewer threes after replacing Chris Bosh with Joe Johnson in the starting lineup. Dwayne Wade went more than 3 months without making a three-pointer. With the Wade era over in Miami, the Heat have replaced him with better shooters. But though Wade didn't shoot well, he led the Heat in assists on corner threes. And it might be difficult for them to maintain that league-leading corner three ratio without his playmaking.
So again, opportunity with some new guys coming in who could help up that three-point percentage. Really a couple guys, Dennis, getting restarts with Miami, a couple of past high draft picks. We'll start with one. Dion Waiters, 2-year deal with the team, averaged 10 points a game with OKC. And now he'll get a chance. He's one of those guys really with nothing to lose as he comes aboard the Heat.
Well, nothing to lose, but a lot to show. And what I mean by that, in OKC was an opportunity to show he can make shots. He has to show that again because now the ball's going back into Dragic's hand, out of D-Wade's hand. He likes to break his man down and get to the basket. So with that being said, are you able to knock down that corner three like we just showed? Because that's where a bulk of your shot's going to come from with the penetration. Now, Dragic goes to the bench. Maybe they put the ball in Waiters' hand. Now he becomes the instigator, the facilitator, trying to get to the rim, trying to get to the free throw line. But more importantly, are you going to play consistent defense every night? That's what's going to get you on the floor. That's what will give Coach Spoelstra the confidence to play you more minutes. And also, let's face it, can you handle South Beach, the Miami lifestyle? Because it's hard to be down there to concentrate on work and also know there's a lot to do after the games.
Yeah, it's not Cleveland and it's not Oklahoma City.
There you go.
I get that part. He was a sixth man at Syracuse, and you mentioned something interesting. What if he's a reserve and he blossoms in that kind of role where you don't have to have the pressure maybe of being a starter at two guard?
And to me, that's what maybe gives you that difference to be an X factor, because when things get off to a slow start, the starting five's not going well, you need that one person you can plug into the system to go out there and get you a bucket and get to the free throw line. Maybe he can be that guy.
All right, let's talk about Derek Williams now, former number 2 pick. 80 games with the Knicks last season, Dennis, and Diamond Derek had some moments, didn't he?
Oh,
and I thought maybe this was going to be his stopping point and his settling place, but who knows now? Maybe it's Miami.
If the pace is to his liking, they get out and run, they can get some stops. Now Derek can be right in his comfort zone, so to speak. Because early in the season last year with the Knicks, when they got stopped and out and running, how many alley-oop plays did we see? Him catching the ball, finishing at the rim. That's where he had his best. In the half-court set, once again, can you knock down an open jump shot? Because they will be there with Dragic penetration. Play hard every night. Once again, like Waiters, play that good team defense to get the confidence of Coach Spoelstra to play you more minutes. Play hard every night.
Yeah, D, what's been your experience when you've played with guys or you've been around guys who are getting this sort of a restart with a team and maybe it hasn't flushed out for them other places?
I think the toughest part for young guys, you have to check your ego at the door. You're a top 10 pick. You're expected to play very well. Now you've been moved around a couple times. Reset your mind, reset your ego, and go out and play the game the right way every night. So now from the owner to the general manager down to the coach, they may say, let's keep this young man around our organization. We like what he's doing.
See, that's good, solid advice right there. Get in your lane.
Get in your lane and
stay in your lane.
There you go.
Exactly.
Whiteside with Ferresi. Whiteside throws it down. Rejected by Whiteside. Look out. Oh, blocked by Whiteside. Whiteside sticks it back. Whiteside again. Oh, what a play by Whiteside.
Hassan Whiteside. A look at the schedule minutia for the Miami Heat, opening on the road for the first time in 5 years. And Dwayne Wade back to Wayne County, and that will happen early on November 10th, his lone visit to South Beach. They will not have a Christmas Day. Well, they'll actually have a Christmas Day. They won't play on it.
Oh, there's no stars there anymore.
No. Superstars. 15 back-to-backs. So we're going to play our game here and guesstimate what the Miami Heat will win, the more or less. And the number, Dennis, is 34.5. Are they above that or below?
I'm going to say they're just below. I think as we're breaking down this team, we're asking a lot out of Whiteside and Dragic to really take their games to superstar, all-star levels. Can they get the numbers? Are they worthy of the contract? I think so. But I don't know if they have enough around them. I don't know if Winslow's enough. Richardson being banged up. Is there enough depth on that bench to support them to get over 34? So I'm going to say just below, Coach.
I'm going to say just above the number. And it'll be interesting whether or not they can creep into the bottom of the Eastern Conference playoff teams. But I have enough confidence in their coaching staff and the development part of it, bringing these young guys along, that they'll be able to get above that number.
But you think, Mike, that they might swing a deal here, Pat? Riley might have something up his sleeve.
The only thing I always say is, let's watch and see what happens. Let's take Minnesota as an example, where Rubio's name surfaces. Not that Miami needs Rubio, I'm not trying to say that,
right,
but those kinds of players might become available before the start of the regular season. A rookie makes a big impression. They've got this veteran guy there eating up a lot of money, and they say, you know what? Let's get rid of him, give him to somebody, see who wants him and can use him. Miami might say, we can use him. They do a deal.
Well, certainly it's time to turn the page in South Florida. The last time Miami captured a division title without Wade on the roster, the 99-2000 season. Bashan Leonard was the team's starting shooter.
Who was that guy?
Bashan Leonard.
V, I know you can shoot it, V. I remember you, V.